Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over. And let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
I'm the best, and the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Boston Scott, his first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Scott with it again on second. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go again with Scott. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll throw on first down. It hurts. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Scott. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On the carry, this is Scott. Room here to run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Hurts will throw. And that is going to be caught. moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 32 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double him up now at 16-8. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. He'll be brought down way short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a quick 6 TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Try! And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. Dobbins is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there. With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
And he'll get it only to about the 3, but can't stretch his way in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And some room to run now. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They will run for it with Gainwell. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That good for 19 and a first down.
Hey, check that.
Here's Scott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 12, Hurts escaping the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Play action. Now Jackson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about no man wins in the trenches. That's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And eventually taken down here. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 59 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Jackson on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football because obviously...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
They'll run with Scott. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Scott with it again on 2nd. And he'll off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. To throw is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up to get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as he was leaving his game.
Well, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end. Inside the 15-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Jackson now. Sends it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Going for it with Sanders. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they caught one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the night. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here. Yeah,
that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey!
Now a handoff up the middle. Scott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go again with Scott. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing, Jackson. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like the lose.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Here we go, set! Check pass!
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Scott with it again on second. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6. That was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Montgomery going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of first at the 42. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Slings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A give running left. It's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give running right is Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles first down. 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for it. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Sanders shaking and baking. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
A call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 39, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, 39 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Scott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running right. This is Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. converts a handoff to Sanders. And he's just going to be short here. Maybe by half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught by Watkins. He will have the conversion and more than that. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders, and he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Out of the gun, Fields. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, Montgomery. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, it's Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
What was that? Are you kidding me?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. A little juke. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on second down, Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run with Scott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, 48 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown Bears. Chase Claypool. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind state and I keep a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty and death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 50.